You probably think your muscles only get weaker because of age. But what if I told you that there's something you're skipping every single night, something so small, so simple, that most people don't even think about it? And it could be the reason your legs are getting thinner, your arms feel softer, and your body feels weaker when you wake up? No, it's not just aging. It's not just natural decline. What's happening to millions of people over 60 right now is silent muscle wasting, and the scary part is, it happens while you sleep, especially if you're missing this one nightly habit. Let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed that your legs feel like jelly in the morning? Or that getting up from the couch is harder than it used to be? Maybe you started avoiding stairs, or carrying groceries feels like lifting bricks. And yet, your doctor says your tests are fine. Your blood work looks normal. But deep down, you feel it. Something's off. You're losing strength. And it's not because you're lazy. It's not because you're not eating enough. It's because your muscles are breaking down while you sleep. And unless you're doing this one thing every night, they won't rebuild. The truth is, after 60, your body doesn't recover like it used to. When you were younger, your body had a powerful ability to rebuild muscle overnight. You could skip a meal, miss some sleep, or stay inactive for a few days, and your body bounced right back. But now, that recovery system has slowed to a crawl. And if you're not actively supporting it, especially before bed, your muscles don't just stay the same. They shrink. Here's the science nobody tells seniors. Your body naturally enters a catabolic state at night. That means it starts breaking down tissue, including muscle, for energy and repair. In younger people, this is balanced by strong hormones like growth hormone and testosterone. But in older adults, those hormone levels plummet, which means if you go to bed without the right nutrients in your system, your body will eat your own muscles to survive the night. This is why so many older adults feel weaker in the morning. It's why they lose muscle, even when they're eating during the day. And here's where it gets worse. Once you lose muscle, everything gets harder. Balance suffers. Falls become more dangerous. Fatigue increases. Even your metabolism slows, making it harder to lose fat or control blood sugar. And worst of all, muscle loss often starts years before you notice it. By the time you feel weaker, you've already lost a significant amount of muscle mass. So, what's the missing piece? It's something I call the overnight rebuilder. A simple, natural nighttime routine that signals your body, don't break down muscle tonight, rebuild it instead. Most people think you only need protein during the day, or that exercise alone will preserve muscle. But that's not true. In fact, studies show that seniors who take specific amino acids before bed are able to build more lean muscle, even without increasing exercise. Why? Because the body does most of its muscle repair while you sleep, but only if the raw materials, especially certain essential amino acids, are available in your bloodstream at the right time. Let me explain. Think of your body like a construction site. During the day, there's damage, stress, strain, wear, and tear. But at night, your body sends out workers to rebuild. Now imagine those workers show up, and there's no bricks, no wood, no cement. What can they build? Nothing. Or worse, they'll start tearing down nearby buildings just to reuse the materials. That's what happens when you sleep without the right nutrients. Your body breaks down muscle tissue just to keep the lights on. Now, here's the good news. There's a simple solution, and it doesn't require pills, prescriptions, or intense workouts. It's about giving your body exactly what it needs. Before you close your eyes, have you ever wondered why bodybuilders drink protein shakes at night? Or why elite athletes often have a small evening snack? Because they understand this one principle. Nighttime is not rest time. It's rebuild time. And seniors need this even more than young people. Unfortunately, most seniors do the opposite. They eat dinner at 6 p.m., maybe a light snack later, and then go 10 to 12 hours with nothing. That's a long fast, and without the right nutrients, your body treats it like starvation. And let's be honest, how many times have you said, "I don't want to eat late. It'll make me gain weight"? That's a myth. What actually causes weight gain is eating the wrong things late at night, like sugar, processed carbs, or empty calories. But certain muscle-preserving nutrients taken before bed can actually help you stay lean, feel stronger, and protect your independence as you age. And here's something even more shocking. In a recent study of adults over 65, those who added a small amount of leucine-rich protein at bedtime not only maintained muscle, they actually increased strength and mobility without changing anything else. No gym, no diet overhaul, just one simple nighttime ritual. And the results? Stronger legs, better balance, more energy in the morning. And for many, it meant the difference between staying independent or needing a walker dot. So, if you've been struggling with weakness, if your arms feel soft, your legs feel unstable, or your grip is weaker than it used to be, don't ignore it, and don't wait until you fall. Because once the muscle is gone, it's a long, hard road to rebuild it. But if you start tonight, and I mean tonight, you can slow, stop, and even reverse this hidden muscle loss. What should you take? That's what we'll cover in the next part of this video. We'll talk about the exact nutrients that trigger muscle recovery while you sleep, how to combine them safely and effectively, and the best way to use this overnight trick without disrupting your sleep or gaining weight. But for now, just remember this. If you're over 60 and you're going to bed with nothing in your system, your body will pull fuel from your muscles. It doesn't care that you need to walk tomorrow. It doesn't care that you want to stay active. It only cares about surviving the night. Unless you give it a better option. So please, don't skip this tonight. So now that you know what's really happening at night, the silent muscle breakdown that's been weakening your body without your permission, the next question is, how do you stop it? It starts with one critical concept. Your muscles don't just need protein. They need precision. Not all proteins are created equal. And if you're relying on typical food sources, or even some generic protein powders, you might be missing the exact amino acids your aging muscles are starving for. Let me explain. There are 20 amino acids that your body uses to build and repair muscle. Of these, 9 are considered essential, meaning your body can't make them. You must get them from food. And among these, 3 are especially powerful for muscle maintenance: leucine, isoleucine, and valine, the famous branched-chain amino acids, or BCAAs. But here's the catch. Older adults have something called anabolic resistance. It means your body doesn't respond to protein the same way it used to. When you were younger, a little bit of protein would flip the switch and tell your muscles to grow. Now, you need more of the right amino acids to trigger that same response. It's like turning on a light with a worn-out switch. You've got to press harder, longer, and in exactly the right spot. That's why just eating high-protein foods doesn't cut it. Because unless those foods have enough leucine, the most important trigger of muscle protein synthesis, your body won't get the message. Now think about your last few dinners. A little chicken, maybe some beans, a salad. Sure, it sounds healthy. But is it muscle preserving? Probably not. Let's go deeper. Leucine is like the ignition key for your muscle engine. Without it, the other amino acids just sit in your bloodstream doing nothing. And according to research, the threshold dose of leucine needed to spark muscle growth in older adults is significantly higher than in young people. We're talking about 2.5 to 3 grams of leucine in one sitting. Do you know how much chicken, breast that is? Almost 8 ounces, that's half a pound. Now ask yourself, are you eating that much high-quality protein right before bed? Probably not. And that's exactly why your body is breaking down muscle at night. But there's a solution. Researchers have discovered that supplementing with leucine-rich amino acids before sleep, especially in a pre-digested form, can bypass the limitations of digestion and deliver the building blocks your muscles need at the exact time they're doing the most repair. Imagine this. You drink a small, easy-to-digest blend before bed. It takes just a few minutes. No bloating. No late-night hunger. And within 30 minutes, your bloodstream is filled with muscle-building amino acids. Your body senses the supply and stops breaking down your own tissue. Instead, it uses what you've given it. It repairs the damage, rebuilds the strength, and you wake up not just feeling rested, but physically stronger. This isn't fantasy. It's real science. And study after study is proving it. One clinical trial published in the Journal of Nutrition showed that older adults who consumed 40 grams of protein at bedtime experienced significantly greater overnight muscle protein synthesis than those who didn't. Another study found that a small dose of essential amino acids combined with leucine could stimulate muscle growth, even in completely inactive seniors. And no, this isn't about becoming a bodybuilder. It's about keeping your independence. Being able to get up from a chair without using your arms. Climbing stairs without pain. Lifting your grandkids. Or simply carrying a bag of groceries without fear of falling. Because here's the harsh truth no one wants to say out loud. Once muscle loss passes a certain point, it triggers a downward spiral. Less strength means less movement. Less movement leads to more weakness. Weakness leads to falls, hospital visits, and dependence. And it all starts quietly, with what you're not doing at night. But it doesn't have to be that way. Right. Now, while you're watching this, you can decide to change. You don't need a fancy gym. You don't need expensive meal plans. You don't even need to completely change your routine. All it takes is adding the right muscle-preserving formula before bed, consistently, to start rebuilding what age has been trying to take from you. Let's make it even simpler. Here's what an ideal nighttime ritual might look like for someone over 60. Light dinner no later than 7 p.m. About 30 to 60 minutes before bed, mix a small serving of essential amino acids with leucine and water or a gentle, pre-digested protein shake designed for seniors. Avoid sugar, carbs, or alcohol right before sleep. They interrupt the rebuilding process. Take a few deep breaths, relax your body, and let the repair begin. That's it. No stress. No strain. No starving yourself. Just giving your body what it needs to protect what matters most, your strength. Now, let me ask you something personal. How many years do you think you have left? 10? 20? Maybe 30? However long it is. Do you want to spend those years in control of your body, or watching it fade, slowly, quietly? While doctors say, that's just aging? Because I can promise you this. Aging is real, but wasting away is optional. And the decision starts now. You've already lost enough time. Tonight, you can start winning it back. In the final part of this video, I'm going to show you how to choose the best amino acid formula for seniors, what to look for, what to avoid, and the biggest mistakes most people make when trying to protect their muscles. I'll also share the 5 signs your body is already in catabolic mode, even if you feel fine. And I'll show you how some seniors are actually reversing 10 years of muscle loss in just a few months, starting with 1 glass before bed. Stay with me. This last part might change the rest of your life. You've come this far, and now you understand what most seniors never hear from their doctors. That muscle loss isn't just something that happens. It's something we can fight, and the most powerful time to fight it is while the world sleeps. But let's get practical. Because at this point, you might be asking, what exactly should I take at night to stop this muscle wasting? How do I know it's working? And what if I've already lost too much? Let's start with this. It is never too late to rebuild. Muscle is one of the most adaptable tissues in your body. Even in your 70s, 80s, and yes, even in your 90s, your muscles can grow. You just need to give them what they're asking. 4. And that starts with choosing the right fuel. Remember those essential amino acids we talked about? The 9 that your body can't produce on its own? They form the foundation of any real muscle recovery. But not all supplements are created equal. Most protein powders, especially the cheap ones, are filled with fillers, artificial sweeteners, and low bioavailability blends that older bodies struggle to digest. Some even spike your blood sugar or cause bloating. That's why the best nighttime formula for seniors is one that's leucine-rich, at least 2.5 grams per serving, easily digestible, hydrolyzed or fermented, free from sugar, lactose, and heavy fillers, specifically designed for overnight. Repair, think of it as a nightly insurance policy, but instead of protecting money, you're protecting mobility. Instead of saving cash, you're saving strength. And that strength is the difference between walking independently or depending on others. Now, how do you know it's working? Here are the 5 signs your body is shifting from a catabolic breakdown state to an anabolic rebuilding one. You feel stronger in the morning. That jelly legs feeling? It starts fading. You'll notice getting up feels easier with less hesitation. Your balance improves. You start feeling more stable on your feet, even without holding onto chairs or walls. You don't tire as quickly. Walking longer, climbing stairs, or standing while cooking doesn't wear you down like it used to. Your appetite becomes more regular. Muscle recovery stabilizes your blood sugar, reducing cravings and weird nighttime hunger. You regain confidence. That feeling of being in control of your body, it comes back. And it's one of the most powerful gifts you can reclaim. All of this, just from giving your body the right nutrients before bed. Now let's address something crucial. What if you already feel weak? What if you've lost so much muscle, you're afraid you can't get it back? You're not alone. Many seniors feel this way. They look in the mirror and don't recognize the person staring back. They wonder where their strength went, why simple things feel so hard, and whether they'll ever get back to the way they used to be. But here's what I want you to know. Muscle memory is real. Your body remembers. And when you feed it correctly, when you stop starving it overnight, it starts rebuilding. In one groundbreaking study, seniors over 70 who had never exercised started a simple nighttime supplement routine combined with light movement. And within 8 weeks, they showed measurable gains in muscle mass, grip strength, and walking speed. Some of them had been told they were too far gone, but they weren't. You're not either. This isn't about becoming an athlete. It's about rising from the couch without pain, carrying your own groceries, feeling steady in the shower, and most of all, living without fear. Because the biggest threat to seniors today isn't just disease. It's dependency. And it begins the moment you lose confidence in your own legs. But now you know how to take that power back. Every single night is an opportunity to rebuild, to protect the muscles you still have, to restore the ones you've lost, to wake up stronger than you were yesterday. All it takes is that one small decision before bed. So here's my invitation. Tonight, instead of skipping it, start. Start with 1 scoop, 1 glass, 1 step toward strength. Because the you of tomorrow, the one who climbs stairs, lifts bags, laughs with grandkids, dances at weddings, is built by the choices you make tonight. If this video helped you understand your body better, I invite you to follow this channel, Senior Health Today, where we uncover the silent health traps that most people over 60 fall into, and more importantly, how to beat them. We post weekly, and every video is designed with one mission: to help you stay strong, independent, and in control, no matter your age. If you're ready to protect your muscles and take your health into your own hands, type 1 in the comments right now. If you're still unsure, type 0 and let us know what's holding you back. Let's support each other, because getting older is inevitable. But getting weaker? That's a choice. And tonight, you get to choose differently.